Welcome, fam. Before we dive into the story, please kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your thoughts below. The mansion was so large that laughter could get lost in it. But there was no laughter, just sharp heels clicking against marble floors and commands barked like military orders. At the center of this quiet kingdom stood Joy, a 23-year-old girl wrapped in a faded blue apron, moving like air through rooms where she was seen but rarely acknowledged. "Joy!" Chantel's shrill voice sliced through the morning quiet. Joy stepped quickly into the living room, eyes lowered, hands clasped. "What took you so long? I asked for ginger tea, not this tasteless water. Are you trying to poison me?" "I'm sorry, madam. I'll make another one right away," Joy said quietly. "No need. I've lost my appetite. Just get out of my sight." Joy bowed and retreated to the kitchen, biting her lip to hold back tears. Crying had solved nothing before. Marvin arrived in his tailored navy suit, looking carved from wealth itself. He barely glanced at Joy as he passed. "Morning, babe," Chantel purred, instantly shifting her tone. "Morning," Marvin nodded, scrolling through his phone. She'll get it right. That was it. No defense, no glance in Joy's direction. To Marvin, she was furniture. Later, Chantel spoke loudly into her phone. "She's still here, the little orphan girl from Emberara. I don't know how long I can tolerate her." Joy scrubbed harder at the dining table. Every day was the same. Wake before dawn, clean, cook, endure Chantel's insults, avoid Marvin's indifference, sleep, repeat. 8 months of this routine. But it was better than the village, better than the orphanage. That night, Joy sat on her servant's mattress beside the laundry room, holding an old photo of her parents. She whispered a prayer and tucked it away as muffled laughter echoed from the main house. Hashtag the day everything changed. The next morning blazed hot as Chantel spun around the bedroom, preparing for her cousin's bridal shower. "Where's my silver clutch?" "Second drawer, madam." "I'll get it. Don't touch it with your village hands. I'll find it myself." Marvin stood by the window in his gray suit, preparing for a business trip to Kumasi. "You sure you'll be fine alone? I'll only be gone for a day or two. Besides, Joy's here. The house won't burn down." "Unless she tries to cook," Chantel smirked. Within an hour, both cars had pulled away, leaving Joy alone in the mansion for the first time in months. She exhaled deeply, smiling. Freedom. Joy turned on the radio, let Afrobeats flow through the walls, and began to hum. Then a thought hit her. Why wear the black uniform today? She dug into her suitcase and found her favorite dress, a silky blue number from Makola Market that made her feel human again. "Today, I'm the queen of this palace," she laughed, spinning in front of the hallway mirror. She danced through the kitchen, cooked jollof with goat meat, even sipped Marvin's imported mango juice. For the first time, the mansion felt alive. Upstairs in Marvin's room, changing bed sheets, she really let go. The massive room filled with golden sunlight, music drifting in from the hallway. Joy began to dance, not just move, but truly dance. She twirled, bent low, moved like water. Her curves flowed with grace, the silk dress clinging to every motion. She wasn't a maid. She wasn't orphaned or forgotten. She was beautiful, powerful, free. What she didn't know was that Marvin's meeting had been canceled. He'd returned home early, confused by the loud music echoing through his house. Drawn by curiosity, he climbed the stairs and stopped at his bedroom door. Through the gap, he saw her dancing in the middle of his room, eyes closed, barefoot, lost in the music. Her blue dress hugged her like it was part of her skin. For 5 minutes, Marvin stood there, mesmerized. This wasn't the girl who bowed her head and scurried away. This was someone radiant, someone real. A chuckle escaped his throat. Joy froze mid-step, turning slowly with wide, panicked eyes. "And Mr. Marvin." He raised a hand, half apologetic, half amused. "Don't stop. You were dancing beautifully." Joy's face flushed crimson. "I didn't know you were back." "I know." And I've never seen you like this. Maybe everything wasn't as simple as he thought. Maybe the girl in the blue dress was about to change everything. Hashtag the shift the next morning brought rain and a strange new energy. Joy was back in her black uniform, but Marvin noticed things now. How her braids bounced when she worked, how she folded napkins with artistic precision, how she still hummed when she thought no one was listening. "You don't always have to wear that," Marvin said suddenly, not turning from the kitchen window. "Sir, the black uniform. You could wear something else if you want." Joy paused, confused. This wasn't the Marvin she knew. "I prefer it, sir. Keeps things professional." He turned around, amusement flickering on his face. "Professional. All right." Later, she brought him lunch, fufu with light soup. "Thank you," he said, eyes briefly meeting hers. "Joy," he called as she turned to leave. "Yes, sir. You always call me sir. Do you ever get tired of that? It's out of respect. And if I told you I was just Marvin in this house today?" She hesitated. "All right then. Marvin." He smiled with his eyes. "That's better." That evening, Joy stood by the patio watching wet trees dance in the wind. Marvin appeared beside her. "You don't miss the village?" "Sometimes. Mostly during Harmattan when I smell roasted corn." He chuckled. "That's oddly specific. What about you? You ever miss being normal?" "I don't remember what normal felt like." Their eyes met briefly. Not quite friendship, not attraction yet, but something warmer than silence. Hashtag Sunday Changes Sunday brought gospel music from neighbors and the scent of jollof rice. Marvin pretended to read but kept listening for Joy's footsteps, her hums, the shuffle of her mop. Then the front door banged open. Chantel had returned. "What took you so long? Carry these bags inside." Chantel stood in the doorway, irritation written across her face. As Joy reached for the bags, one strap snapped. She scrambled to catch it, but it dropped. "God of Abraham, do you know how much this bag cost in Dubai?" "I'm sorry, ma'am," Joy whispered. Marvin came from the study, watching Chantel rant and Joy pick up the bag like a wounded soldier. His jaw tightened. Later that evening, Joy brought dinner to the balcony. "I brought your dinner, Marvin." His head snapped up at her gentle but firm voice. "Thanks. Sit down, just for a bit." She sat awkwardly at the bench's edge. "Did she shout at you like that all the time?" "Not all the time. Only when she's upset or bored." "Well, most days. I saw it today. I didn't like it." "You didn't say anything." "I didn't, but I noticed." For Joy, who had been invisible so long, those two words felt heavier than 1,000 apologies. "You dance often?" Joy laughed shyly. "Only when I'm alone." "You're a good dancer." "You say that now, but the other day you looked ready to fire me." Marvin smiled. "I just didn't expect it. You in that dress. You looked." He cleared his throat. "Never mind. I like it when you smile. It's rare, but it's nice. I like it when you talk. I didn't know you had such a voice." Hashtag the confrontation days later. The house filled with tension as Chantel's attitude reached new heights. While Joy arranged cushions in the living room, Chantel stormed in. "You didn't clean the vase properly. And where's my vanilla body spray?" "I placed it in the second drawer, madam." "So now you think you can touch my things? Don't answer me with that tone, you useless girl." Marvin stepped in, taking in Chantel's livid posture and Joy's shaken stance. "What's going on here? She's been going through my things, touching my stuff like she's someone." Marvin turned to Joy. "Is that true?" "I was only cleaning, sir. I put the bottle exactly where she could find it." "Oh, please, now she wants to act innocent," Chantel scoffed. "That's enough, Chantel." "What? You overreacted. You've been treating her like dirt for weeks." I've ignored it, but not anymore. So now you're defending her? I'm defending what's right. She's still a human being. If you can't speak to people with basic respect, then maybe you're the problem. Chantel trembled with rage, stepping closer to Joy. You shameless little... She raised her hand. Marvin caught her wrist midair. Don't you ever try that again. Not in my house. Chantel yanked back, tears of humiliation in her eyes. I can't believe you. You've changed. Marvin turned to Joy. Are you all right? Joy nodded, too stunned to speak. I think you should go to your room, he said gently. As Joy walked away, she saw Chantel storm out and Marvin sink into the couch, rubbing his temple. Something had changed. A crack had formed in the cold walls around Marvin's heart. ## new beginnings. Over the following days, the house transformed. Joy hummed while cleaning. Marvin peeked out just to listen. She laughed louder, joked freely, even teased him about his serious gray shirts. One evening, she brought him fried yam and kelaweel instead of his usual kale salad. What is this? Food. Real food. He took a bite, eyes widening. Joy, this is fire. I told you. Soon his rigid routine softened. Joy dared to play high-life music while cleaning. When Marvin passed by, she grabbed his hand. Dance with me. No, I don't dance. Friends dance, she said, tugging. At first he was stiff, awkward, but Joy was persistent. She clapped, spun, laughed until Marvin gave in, laughing with his head back, shoulders shaking, feet tapping. That night, something strange happened. Marvin ordered burgers from a street vendor. Sir, are you okay? I'm fine. Thought you might like some too. Mr. Marvin is becoming a street food man. He smiled. You're changing me, Joy. ## the almost kiss. Later, they sat on the couch where so many tensions had brewed, now intimate under dim orange light. So why did you defend me? Because I think we're friends now. And friends defend each other. You never used to talk to me like this. I never used to feel this comfortable around anyone. I'm starting to enjoy your company. Joy stood suddenly. Well, if we're friends, let's celebrate. Dance with me tonight. She played Kojo Anto's Mofo Pas soft and slow. He stepped toward her cautiously, letting her guide his hands to her waist, the other in her palm. They moved slowly, bodies close, hearts beating the same rhythm. You're different when you smile like this, she said softly. And you're different when you stop hiding behind your kindness. Their movements slowed. The music faded. Marvin's gaze dropped to her lips. Her breath caught. Joy, he whispered. Marvin, she whispered back. They leaned in slowly, noses brushing, lips parting. Suddenly the speaker glitched, blasting static that made them jump apart like caught children. They laughed, breathless and flustered, but both knew something had changed. ## Chantel's return. That Saturday, the mansion was unusually quiet until heels clicked against marble. The air changed. Marvin, my baby, I'm here. Upstairs, Chantel slid her arms around Marvin's waist from behind. He stiffened, pulled away swiftly. Don't touch me. What? We're not okay, Chantel. You disrespected Joy and the way you treated her was disgusting. You're upset over that maid? She's not just a maid. She's a human being. You need to apologize to her. You're choosing her over me. I'm choosing what's right. Downstairs, Marvin found Joy in the kitchen. Can you come here, please? Chantel stood beside him, tight smile forced. I'm sorry. I overreacted the other day. It's okay, Joy replied softly. Later on the balcony, Joy joined Marvin under the stars. She didn't mean it, she said. I know. But she said it, and that's a start. You didn't have to do all that. I told you. Friends defend each other. They both smiled, but inside, Chantel watched from the shadows, lips curled in silent rage. The balance had shifted, and she felt it in her bones. The mansion that once trapped laughter had finally found its voice, and it was singing a new song, one of friendship, respect, and the possibility of love blooming in the most unexpected places. Please, if you enjoyed the story, kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with someone that loves a good story like this one. See you in the next one.